Hi lovelies, learn how to make these beautiful waistcoats, okay, from guys or for men. Yeah, so guys, if this tutorial is what you're interested in, please kindly watch this video to the end and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. So I'll be using this material for the style. Okay, here I've already cut out the amount of fabric I'll be using. You can see I have this is for the front. I first of all cut out the front. The front is two piece, both sides are on open. I have my length, the waistcoat length, plus your 1 inch for sewing allowance. So you just have to determine the length of your waistcoat. Here I use 25 inches. So the width is your bust circumference or chest circumference divided by 4 plus allowance 1.5 inches. Allowance both for your shaping and for the dart. You can choose any allowance of your choice. So I added 1.5 inches. This particular one, the back will be longer than the front by 3 inches. Okay, so here I will go ahead and mark out my button. Yeah, my button allowance for the front. So here is where the button is going to be, my button allowance for the front. So that is what I marked now. So please go ahead and include that in your front pattern. Make sure you include your 1.5 inch for the button allowance after you measured your chest circumference plus your sewing allowance. Then make sure you include the button allowance for the front. Then for the back, you can see you have to cut exactly your body circumference excluding the button allowance. So the body measurement is the same with the same thing as the back excluding the button allowance. Then you can see the back is longer by 3 inches. Okay, so this is for the male one. A lady can as well wear it, but this is actually for male. So here I'll go ahead and bring the front piece on top. So the front is on top now. So this material is the front. So I'll start marking my measurements. First of all, mark your shoulder measurement by that 1.5 inch. You can see where my tape started. Remember, the button allowance is excluded. You are starting here. You can see. So this is where I'm starting. This is for the back and this is for the front. So I'll go ahead and start. After that, you go ahead and mark down your armhole. Okay, so I use my shoulder divided by 2, then I mark it like so. So from there I'll just go ahead and do what, and slant I'm going to be slanting it by 2 inches. So you can see me slanting it. So this is my 2 inches slant. So just go ahead and slant 2 inches. This is the 2 inches for the upper part. So after slanting it, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting it out, then okay, so guys, so now after cutting it out, the next thing is to push it downwards so that it will be equal. The front and back will be equal at the down part. So now you can see I have this at the upper part. So I'm just going to overlap it like this with 1/2 inch overlap on it. So after overlapping it, this is what we have. Then the next thing is for us to go ahead and impute our neckline. So starting from the back, from here, not from the button allowance, I'm going to mark your 2.5. I'm using 2.5 inches. Then for the neck depth for the front, I marked 10 inches. So you can choose your preferred inches you want. If you want it 9, 8 or 10. Okay, so you're going to make a slightly curve instead of a straight V. If you want it to be more like a straight V, you can use it, or you want it to be a little curvy, just like I did to mine. They are going to curve it, the V. You are going to give it a little curve like so. As you can see, So this is for the V, this is for the neckline for the front. Then for the back, you're going to extend it to 2 inches, okay, the 2.5 inches. So you're going to extend it like so. So you can see I'm extending it. So this is the 2.5. Then you're going to divide whatever you have after folding it this way. So when you open it, their difference is what, 3 inches. You can see back is longer than front with 3 inches. So, and when you divide it 3 into 2, you're going to get 1.5. So this is my 1.5 here. You mark it at the back neck, then connect it. That will serve as your neckline. I hope this is clear. So you can see me connecting it. This is for the lapping. You can see the way I've lapped it like so. So from here now, just go ahead and mark out my shoulder measurement. I'm going to mark it like so. So this is my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then after that, the next thing is to get the midpoint. You are going to get the midpoint of your armhole, okay? Then you mark, so the midpoint, then you come in by 1/2 inch, then you connect with. So after that, the next thing, you can see the way I overlapped it. Then you go ahead and cut it out. So I'm still trying to make sure the lines are visible. I wanted it to be visible so that you guys can see it clearly. So this is it. So you can see this is my armhole curve here. So after that, the next thing is to do what? We are going to put our body measurement. So from here, I'm going to mark my shoulder to waist. So this is shoulder to waist. So after that, the next thing is to input the body measurements. So I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 4. Then you add your desired sewing allowance. Then at the waist side, you're going to also divide your waist circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. Then at the hip, you're also going to the hemline. So you're going to also divide it, then plus your sewing allowance. Then you go ahead and connect all the lines together so that it will have a shape like this. So you're going to give it a little shape. So after that, the next thing is to cut it out. So you can see, so this is it. So I have to zoom my camera so that you're able to see all my markings. So these are my markings. So the next thing is to cut it out. We'll first of all cut out the armhole side. As you can see, we still have the back and front, the back overlapping to the front. So after cutting it out, you're going to notch the folded part, or the overlap part. You're going to notch it. Then you cut out the back neckline, then the front neckline. So make sure you lift your fabric so that you not go and cut through the back as well. So you have to be careful when cutting. So this is my front neckline. So I'll cut it out like so. So after cutting it out, then what you're going to do is by the side, we'll go ahead and give it a shape. So by the shaping side, you can come in by 1 inch up. So go ahead and measure your 1 inch or 1.5 inch up. So after measuring, you're going to curve it into the midpoint. So you also get the midpoint of that part. Then you go ahead and connect to make a curve so that our side will not be short. So after that, the next thing now is we are going to cut it out. So after cutting it out, there is usually a style. You know, normally the front has this V or a V shaped kind of style in front. So for us to give it that shape, we're going to, from the front side, I will come up by 3 inches. Then I also go in by 3 inches as well. Then from there, I'm going to make a V connecting to the 2 points like so. So this will give it that V-shape cut in all that you see in front. Okay, so this is the shape now. So after this, now you can go ahead and input your dart measurement. So I'll be using the normal dart, the holding dart here. So remember this, you can use your precise dart for this particular tutorial if you don't want to use the normal dart. So my dart will be normal dart. I will hold the dart. Okay, so I won't be using precise dart. So this is me marking my dart here. So from that waistline, you're going to do what? You are going to mark your bust span or your bust circumference. So here I use 4 inches, or you can use 4.5. So I'll connect it all the way down. So on the go ahead and come in by 1/2 inch on both sides, just as you normally put your normal dart. This is a normal dart. Actually, I'm using a normal dart. So I'm going to make a tutorial on how to make the presence dart or the shoulder dart. Okay, so this is just it for the normal dart. So you held the dart. Okay, so now after, remember the back is still on fold, because that fold part is the shoulder starting or the shoulder line. Okay, remember that folded part is the shoulder line. So after folding so go ahead and mark your measurements. Then you put your nipple or nipple to nipple or bust span. And on the waistline, you're going to also mark 1/2 inch on both sides. Then you connect it. So this is just a normal dart. Okay, I will be holding the dart, I won't be cutting it through. So that is it for it, guys. So if you find this tutorial helpful, please kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like and share.